Buffs Nation. We're just about 48 hours away, just a little under 48 hours away from our big noon kickoff against University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. And man, I'm pumped. We've been talking about this. What is going to happen with this team once Coach Prime and the rest of the Buffs are actually able to put some results out there? And my goodness, Rob Devon Butler, who has commented on this channel before. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Butler. I appreciate that. I've been following you on Twitter, and you've been saying how the recruits, they're really going to start to come now. There's going to be a flippening of guys who are committed to other schools. Maybe Boo Carter. Maybe Boo Carter flips. Later this year from Tennessee here to Colorado, but the recruiting interest is now going to be going through the roof now that we got some great results to show, right? So if you were on Twitter last night, I mean, you saw 24/7 report this, that Bryce Underwood is interested in Colorado. He could possibly, I believe he is planning now to take a visit here this year. Man, I'm excited about this, man. I have wondered, if we put the results out there, are we going to start getting interest from some of the top quarterbacks in the country? Now, if Shador, if he comes back for his senior year, I mean, that leaves the quarterback room wide open for 25, and Bryce Underwood is right there. So, want to take some time really quick in this live stream to showcase. We'll take a look at his film, just kind of see what kind of athlete, what kind of quarterback he is, and take a look at his 24/7 huddle highlights or 24/7 profile. So, without further ado, as I'm getting this going, let me know in the comments who's watching. Hit that like; I always appreciate it. But let's check this out. So right now, he's just started his junior year, 6'3.5". So there's a possibility that this guy could be, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" by the time he's entering college ball, which is just insane. Ranked number one overall for the composite, number 4 nationally here with 24/7, but number one quarterback, of course, number one player in Michigan, out of Belleville, Michigan. I mean, offers from, everybody. Alabama, LSU. I'm sure he already has a huge list. Of course, Michigan. I'm sure Michigan State has offered. I mean, every big time program. Florida State, Georgia. I mean, y'all know when you're the number one quarterback, you get kind of the pick of the litter so much. Like, you get to decide where you want to play ball. But I'll read this really quick for y'all if you're listening. Alan Treyu, national recruiting analyst, ahead of his years physically. We just saw that. And looks like he could be a senior or college player already. Has a strong arm with the ability to make throws to any part of the field. Throws a good deep ball and can use touch to give his receivers a chance to go make plays on the ball. Did an excellent job of taking care of the ball as a freshman with 39 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions. Got rid of the ball quickly and was decisive with the ball for the most part. Sounds like a Sean Lewis type of guy, right? Very good athlete who honestly could be a high-level recruit on defense if he was not such a great quarterback. Wow. Uses those legs to escape the rush and extend plays. He looks to throw after escaping. Love that. But can also take off and be dangerous as a runner. Won a state title as a freshman and had to come up with some clutch throws through the season and playoff run, showing he could come through in clutch situations. Currently shows no glaring weaknesses. That is huge for a guy that is entering his junior year of high school. Just needs to continue to progress in terms of learning defenses and going through progressions, but shows high-end physical tools as well as intangibles. Is a Power 5 prospect who will be recruited heavily at the national level. You see that. Again, a little bit of background here. 2022 Max Prep's National Sophomore Player of the Year and Max Prep's Michigan Player of the Year, threw for 62 yards, 37 touchdowns, leading Belleville to its first ever unbeaten season and its second consecutive Michigan Division I state title. Holy moly. So he's been a champion both of the years he's been playing high school ball. Also rushed for 632 yards, 8 TDs. So put that year together, that is what, 33, a little over 3,300 yards, just under 3,400 yards, and 45 touchdowns. I mean, that is just insane. And then again, his freshman year, just under 2,900 yards passing, 39 TDs, 4 picks, add another 6 rushing touchdowns. Man, and in the championship, 12 of 21 for 284, and 5 interceptions. Dang, rough. But that's good. They still got the win. Added 64 yards and another score on the ground. Sure he meant interceptions there? It's kind of weird. Maybe he meant touchdowns. I don't know. Because if you're able to win a game with five interceptions, man, you got a really good team. But let's go ahead and take a look at his huddle highlights, right? Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to go through all this. Again, I'm just trying to get this in before I have some things to do for work. You can see big-bodied guy, 6'3.5", 65% completion. Love to see that. And this is my first time taking a look at Bryce Underwood. Showed great escapability right there, and then just what the scouting reports said, kept his eyes downfield to make plays. Oh, man. That was a nice play. It was a nice throw. And, man, he's got some great speed, too. Some jukes. Makes a difficult play look easy. Good Lord, he has a cannon. Man, that was a really solid play action. Held out long enough to get the linebackers to kind of come up, and he was able to just pin that over the defense. And, man, he's got a great deep ball. And look, with these throws, he's still throwing it to where only the receiver can get it. I mean, this is just great ball placement. I think that's probably what I'm most impressed with so far. Good Lord. The man just throws a rocket in there in between 3 defenders. The nice play by the receiver there. Bring that down. Yeah, let's see him scramble a little bit more. I mean, I feel like players that age don't normally keep their eyes downfield like that, right? And then, man, taking the read option to the house. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad Colorado's interested. I mean, this would this would make sense. He would look great in a Sean Lewis offense, right? He makes very quick decisions. He doesn't keep the ball in his hands for a very long time in the pocket. Gets rid of it. Shows great scrambling ability. And man, the touch he puts on the ball, I'm just really impressed by that, and shows to have pretty good footwork. Oh yeah, and this is an underrated thing too. With being in Michigan, this guy is used to the cold. So if he's coming out here to play, this is going to feel like a Midwestern spring to him playing out here in November. I'll tell you that. So come out here to Colorado. Come out to a mountainous paradise where the weather's amazing, where the winters are mild. Again, having grown up in the Midwest myself, I will never move back to the Midwest. Those winters are miserable. The winters out here are much more mild compared to the Midwest. And man, just come out here, focus on football. Again, you got all the amenities of Denver just a little bit down the road. You can go to all the concerts and professional sports games that you want to during the off season, and then out in Boulder, it's easy to stay active. You can eat great. Of course, our campus now has awesome catering services for the team, and I mean, you can just live in paradise, focus on what you are here for, which is to be a top pick in the NFL. And then, when you do get some downtime, go on some hikes, you can go into the mountains, you can go snowboarding, you can go skiing, all that sort of stuff. It's just a little bit of ways. I mean, probably the closest slopes are like 30 minutes away. I don't really ski, but I think it would be fun to snowboard sometime. I mean, man, just look at that ball placement, guys. And I'll get to your comments here soon if anybody's watching. I can't see your comments right now on the screen with me sharing this. I need a second monitor, but man, and just broken coverage there. And again, just perfect ball placement 40 yards down the field. He could probably tighten up his motion just a little bit, but he seems to get it out very quickly. And it's only going to get better as he continues to grow and to play. Oh, man. Yeah, but hopefully, it would be awesome to see him come for the USC game. I think we'll put up a lot of points there. I mean, man, I think we can put up a lot of points pretty much against every defense right now. Little worried about Utah, but that's not even a home game. Wow. Again, with defenders nearby, throwing it to where only the receiver can get it. Man, I can see why this guy is talked about as better or developed beyond his years. And yeah, I mean, of course these are just highlights, but the fact that the scouting report is already saying that he has no glaring weaknesses in his game as a 16-year-old, that's that's really impressive stuff, man. It really is. So goodness, man, just a perfect back shoulder throw there. Wow. Yeah, the way he looked off the defender a little bit, that was really impressive. All right, we got about a couple minutes left here of these throws, but y'all enjoy this. And you got to imagine that this year and his senior year, he's going to be completing well over 70% of his passes if he's already completing, mid 60s. And then, man, you just give him some space. Easy. But a dual threat guy like this, that's always great. But I would assume that he would take kind of that same methodology or philosophy that the offense is taking right now with Shador, which is, man, you just make him a passer first, and just run or scramble when it's absolutely needed. But man, you rely on that arm and that ball placement, that strength. I like that he throws a little bit different kind of balls. Some are a little bit more of a straight line. Other ones he's able to layer in. Oh man. And just look how comfortable he is evading that rush and then still keeping his eyes downfield. Yeah, you can run some read option with him. Oh man. Just hitting that slant route money. And then a fantastic fake right there. And that was a very nicely thrown ball to the running back right there. And then, yeah, that's just easy. No one was even covering him. Oh, goodness. And then he's got the strength. Yeah, let's go get the touchdown. Love that. Love seeing the big O line help him out. But man, that's impressive stuff. I love to see that. Man, I'm on the Bryce Underwood train, that's for sure. So let me get to some of your comments here really quick. What's the word on smoke? Ralphie 5? Man, I got no idea. I have not read anything about him. We'll just have to see. But I would like to see him in the game this week. I don't know if he was just inactive or if he was inactive because he was hurt. Not totally sure there. What are people seeing in the Nebraska tape that makes them think this game will be close? I really think it's their ability to run. It has to be that. And the fact that their defense, I mean, played well against Minnesota. We'll just have to see. I think that, obviously we provide some different challenges to Minnesota. We have more speed, we have more weapons. Um, they have one of their best defensive linemen out for that first half due to the targeting call. So hopefully CU is able to get out to a lead and really gas them out with that altitude, right? But I think if Nebraska does win this game, it's because they're a little bit more stout on defense, than what we saw TCU able to do last week, and they're able to win the line of scrimmage on both offense and defense. That's going to be a challenge coming in here, and yeah, like we know they're going to run the ball with all their running backs and with Jeff Sims, and they got similar to TCU, they got some big boys up front too. So we are going to have to be better against the run than we were against TCU. That is for sure. We were lucky that Ken Briles and TCU got away from the run and started playing a little bit more through Chandler Morris when they didn't have to. I think Nebraska has the weapons that TCU does. And so I think especially at that tight end position, that's just me. So hopefully they're able to stack the box because they're able to take care of their receivers. Maureen Cooper didn't allow one catch actually on 3 targets, I think. And Travis Hunter allowed 1 catch, I believe, but obviously played lockdown coverage, batted away a touchdown, an interception, should have had a second interception. And yeah, if we can lock down those first receivers, I think we should be able to devote, 8 guys to the box, 9 guys to the box, depending on what kind of looks they're throwing out there. But again, they run a lot, but they also give a lot of these 10 personnel looks where sometimes it might be a tight end, other times it's a wide receiver, split out. But yeah, they're just going through the gun with one running back right there, and not like any tight end like set up, next to the offensive lineman. So we'll just have to see what happens. Henry asks a great question here. Is Shedeur Sanders the top 2 athlete in the state behind Jokic right now? Absolutely. Him or Travis Hunter. Right now, it's just easy to kind of keep them as a duo just because they're both stars in what they do. But I would say definitely. And there's a ton more buzz right now around the Buffs than there are for the Broncos. I think it's going to be more of a transition year for the Broncos, but hopefully I'm wrong. But keeping my expectations tempered this year. Zane says can't wear 19 at CU. That's right, it is retired for Rashad Salam. So maybe he switches to 1 or someone else. Well, I guess Cormani would still be 1, but we'll find a good number for him, man. Maybe 2. Maybe that becomes the number that the quarterback wears. Him. We'll just have to see. Demand Above, thank you for the shout out. Appreciate the consistent support, man. Rod Demand Media, appreciate all the work that you're doing. I know we got to connect sometime, so maybe here in the next couple weeks or so we can do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But y'all go check out Rod Demand Media. Jamal Murray 4th. Yeah, maybe. I guess you can kind of keep those guys as a duo too, Murray and Yoke. I love AG. I love all the Nuggets, man, to be honest. So I got to get running. I got to get ready for a meeting here, but appreciate y'all tuning in early today. Be sure to hit that like. Let me know in the comments what you think about Bryce Underwood and what our chances are right now. And yeah, just let me know. I'll be back later today. Going to be talking with Steve James from the Go Route, previewing, getting his takes and keys to the game on Nebraska coming up on Saturday. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, New Era Creations. I have no idea what jerseys the color of the jerseys will be, but hopefully they are fantastic, just like last week. So I'll be back later today. I'll see y'all later. And as always, Go Buffs.